3, 2, and 1. Great. So we're going to start with our warm-up. Welcome, Connie. You're going to need everything tonight. The music's a little bit different. Again, royalty-free stuff, so that allows us to record. Okay, just camera adjustment. One moment. There we go. Marching in place. How's the volume of the music for you guys? All right. How is my volume? Is it okay? Too loud? Too soft? You want me up? Me up. Okay. Okay. Coming up. Level up. Whoop. Level up. Sorry. Get a little clipping there. Hang on. All right. Are you okay, or is that clipping for you? That's clipping for me. Oh, Connie says good. Okay, I'm getting a little clipping, maybe my speaker. All right, here we go. Muting all. Thank you. That's awesome. All right. Okay. Here we go. March with the chest press. We're going to take this show on the road. Forward 3 tap, back 3 tap. On 4, and 3, and 2. Bring it up. 1, 2, 3, and tap, and back. And again. Good. Now like you mean it. Cover some floor. Hit the dirt. Good. Add a knee lift. Keep it up. Good. 2 more sets like this. And then we're going to go into alternating knees with a chest press. On 4, 3, 2, right here. Overhead press coming up, 7 and 8, and up. Good. I'm going to turn to the side for the next move. We're going to slow this down considerably. Go into an alternating bird dog. Make sure the hip extension keeps your hips level. Hold for about 4 beats. Come back to center. Warming up the spine, ready for bird dog on the ball. I also have a balance exercise for you tonight on the ball. Good, and a few more. Again, we want to make sure that this stops more at the butt and a little bit less at the lower back. So you're going to have to brace well with the abdominals. Good, 2 more. I like to put some traction into my spine when I do these. Great, facing camera now. A little oblique work. So we're off to the side. We're going to bend over, reach in opposition. Then, if you can, extend your top arm into a windmill position. Knees are soft, abs are braced. Good, come up, with glide. Hand behind the head and bend. So we're bending directly to the side. And then you come up and out. So the rib glide starts the movement. A little regressed, right? A little shorter range of motion. And then lengthen. Good. And again, we're just warming up. So we're going to take these super slow. We're going to put our mind into our muscle. Prep the body and the nervous system for what's to come. Great. And one more on either side. Rib glide. Over you go. Extension and up. And again, rib glide. Over. And reaching in opposition. Great. I'm going to set my watch, folks. You guys grab your bench. And adjusting my timer. Okay, so we want to give ourselves plenty of leg room, plenty of space. Make sure your air is clear. Make sure both sides of your bench are locked in. And we are ready to rock and roll. Clock is starting now. Alternating knee lift. We'll be complementing this with an arabesque. Or a little hip extension. round about the third exercise in our first circuit. Good, adding that chest press if you're ready. Make sure your footing is secure and keep it nice and tight and strong. Started out a little bit drier today. Ended up a little bit more humid. I hope you have good ventilation, guys. Good, hang in, almost there, 10 seconds. We're going to be following this up with a bench press on the bench. Hence the warm-up with the chest press. There it is. Grab your weights. Go ahead and lie supine on your bench. Maintaining normal lower back curve, cactus position or 90-90 at the shoulder and elbow, with the elbow joint just slightly below the chest. Working a nipple line, we push up, and we slowly lower down. Push up, and slowly lower down. And again, up, and slowly lower down. And keep going. So we're going to take these nice and slow, incorporating what we call TUT, time under tension. A great way to increase the work capacity and endurance of the muscles. We're just stretching out those contractions, both in the concentric and eccentric phase. In other words, in the shortening and lengthening. Where it is, rock and roll yourself up. Come up slowly if you get dizzy. We're moving on to our arabesque. Again, protecting the lower back with protraction into the spine. Come up, extend, down, down, and when you're ready, take this up tempo. We're going to try not to swing or torque that lower back. We don't want any shearing back there. Music's a little fast by design. You're welcome. You'll notice you'll have to increase your processing speed, and it'll also give you a little extra pump. Keep it up. Great way to start the night. And work up an appetite. We'll be ready to fuel up with some good quality protein, wholesome fibrous carbs. There we go. Okay, Dave, moving on to the ball for the next 3 exercises. You may need your mat, as we will be doing bird dogs. We're also going to be doing a balance exercise. That first. We're going to sit on the ball. Okay, no jumping jacks though. This is going to tax our balance or challenge our balance. Start with just the lower body. If you can, place your hands behind your head. Now if you don't feel secure, you can keep your hands down by your ball. We're going to be lifting one leg slowly off the ball and then the other leg. Here we go. Lift. Notice that instability and feel the core light up. Other side. Yeah, so it is surprisingly challenging, right? Good, my buzzer's buzzing, but I want to get a couple more in. We are going to be incorporating, eventually, a twist, lift with this movement next round. All right, moving right along, next is our bird dog. So prone on your ball. And then I have another new one for you. So again, we practiced this during the warm-up. So we're stabilizing on one side, holding, stopping the movement before it translates too much into the lower back. So when I do these I think about elongating my body from tips of my toes to the tips of my fingers to the top of my head. Keep going. Hold it. All the while keeping light on your feet, light on your fingertips, and light on your ball. Try not to squish your ball. Imagine your ball was an egg. You're going to stay very levitating. Okay, come supine onto your mat. Place your ball between your bent knees. So supine, ball between your bent knees. Squeeze the ball between your knees, engaging those adductors. Slowly lower the ball down and lift it up. So this is kind of like a dead bug. Now, if you can't get all the way to the floor, if you find your back arches, your rib cage pops up, you need to anchor down, brace and squeeze, or not lower your legs so far. Hands can be down by your sides, giving you a little baffle leverage action there. Go as low as you can. But remember, what is paramount is that you're protecting your pelvic position. In other words, you're keeping that lumbar spine neutral. One more to be good on. Up we go. Please move your mats out of the way quickly. For a moment, we're moving on to butt kicks. So kick some butt. I'm going to try and not get whacked in the face by my microphone. Monkey arms with your butt kicks if you can. This is going to give you a little extra cardiovascular pump, if you will. Kick those heels right up there, ladies. Get it up, get it up, get it up, get it up. Yeah. Hup, 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 hup. If the arms are too much, you could revert to a simple bicep curl. It will be a wonderful complementary move. Remember, the longer the lever, the more intense it's going to be. Awesome. Grab your mats. Okay. This next exercise takes a tiny bit of introduction. We're going to begin with a front plank, hover plank. So come down on all fours, come into forearm position, extend one leg and then the other, hold your front plank, getting that nice spine support. Once you've got it, come to a side plank. Just rotate on your feet, keeping your feet tandem. Come back to your front plank. Hold. Hold that strong pelvic position. Rotate to the other side and hold. We'll be adding on to this next round. Come back to your front plank. And pop it up, guys. That was round one. We are on to round two, starting with alternating knee lifts. We're already sweating, already working moderately hard. It's all good. It's all coming together. Now, you could add a punch for a little dynamic complementary move with that knee lift. An overhead press. That would be bigger and require more energy. You could go back to that chest press. Prepping for that bench press. Or you might do both, requiring a little bit more coordination. Adding that hop on the step, that propulsion with plyometrics increases the intensity. Options for your bench press, everyone. Keeping that heart rate up. Protect the spine curves. 90-90 slight stretch. Here we go. Pressing up and down. And up and down. I'm taking approximately 4 beats in either direction. If that's too fast for you, feel free to slow it down. You could do 8 or 6 beats, whatever feels right for you. But protecting the spine, full extension with the elbows. You can get that little extra push at the top, right? The bench press plus, little protraction, kind of just gently rounding the shoulder blades away from the bench with the weights out there in the end of that long lever to incorporate the serratus. Up we go. Arabesque. Alternating. Again, protecting the spinal curve. You may want to start out with a limited range of motion. If I wanted to regress this, if I were not able to control my pelvic position, in other words, keep it in position, I would regress this to a hamstring curl. Perhaps keep the arms. These strong, long lever arms are going to demand a lot more. So again, a hamstring curl, or if you can, go for that arabesque. Next round, I'll show you another opportunity with your arms. Keep going. We're doing great. We're getting through it on this hot and humid, beautiful Tuesday torture evening. There it is. Please grab your ball, grab your mats. Get ready for your balance challenge. Also incorporating a little more upper body today, if you can. All right, go ahead, lift your knees. I'm just gonna adjust my little earbuds here because they snuck out. Kill a mosquito. I got him. Lift and hold. Now, if this is too hard for you, just bring your very tip of your toes to the floor. So you might try a little lift to toes, rotate, lift the toes, and rotate. If you're ready for the challenge, you might try the lift and rotate, and the lift and the rotate. You're going to feel that wobbliness, that unsteady, wonderful instability that lights up your core like LA at night. All right, bird dog, everyone. Coming into position, levitating, hold, and down. Again, controlling that pelvic position, utilizing this deep intrinsic abdominal back, pelvic floor, gluteal, and of course, our respiratory muscles as well, right? It's a great big squeeze play for the spine to help control our movement so that we can safely strengthen our anatomy without compromising it. And switch. Again, think about lengthening in either direction. Someone's on either end of you, pulling you in 2. One more. Come supine. Ball between your legs. We are more than halfway through round 2, guys. We are doing excellent. Gather your neutral spine. Lower the ball down. Maintaining your strong position. Another mosquito just came in. He was trying to bite my eyebrow. For some reason, very tasty tonight. Must be the sweat. There it is, I got him. Yay! Single-handedly controlling the mosquito population in the North Country, thanks to all this wet, humid weather. Great for mushrooms. Great for mosquitoes. Oh, there's another one. Holy cow. It's the abrasion. Again, tempo this to suit you. You don't have to keep up with my repetitions. All right, up we go, guys. Ready for butt kicks. Followed by those fun planks. Again, adjusting my microphone. There we go. Kick your heels right up. You don't have paraphernalia flying around like I do. I just don't want a black eye. Kicking up my heels. Slightly inclining from the ankles and from the heel. Kicking it up. Long lever, short lever, your choice. There it is. Hover plank, guys. Ready for our plank to windmill. Coming into hover position. Walk is running. Okay. Good. When you're ready, open up into your plank, into your side plank. Good. Cantilever your feet if you can. Reach. And back to your forward plank. Try to get your buttocks down. Quads contracted. Pelvic floor. Glutes. Switch to the other side. Rotating, extending, reaching. Back to your front plank. Adjust your feet as necessary. Forearms flat, palms are flat. Rotate and extend. How strong you are. Look how stable you are. Isn't it amazing? Up we go. Okay, gang. Top of the third. Adjust as necessary. And if you're leaving your bench around like I am, please make sure that you are locked in. And then step on it. Don't step on it and then find out you're not locked in. Safety first, always. After all, if we get hurt, it's not going to help us at all, right? Good. Going to add a little propulsion, little punch, a little bit more vigorous, incorporating that overhead press. Nice and ballistic now to the third round. I'm all warmed up. Got that sure footing. Stepping right in the middle of the bench. Speeding up the arms. Again, these are all natural progressions, complementary progressions that will help you. All right, bench press. Modifications for everyone. Into our bench press. All the way up. All the way down. All the way up. Again, feet are flat on the floor. Knees in line with the feet and hips. Normal lower back curve. Chances are, if you can feel your under your bra strap toward your waistband on your bench, you're not arching your back. Always a good sign. Get a few more. Strong through that bench press, adding that little extra bench press plus, that protraction at the top of the movement. Up you go when you're ready, arabesque. We are already almost halfway through round 3. So arm variation for your arabesque. You can make an I and a T, controlling the arm movements. This will give you a little extra cardiovascular kicker, say 10 to 15%, depending on how big or how ballistic you get. Just protect your shoulders by controlling those rotations. Adding proportion, if you like, to really ante up. You're doing great. All these new moves, you're getting it done, and you're getting through it. You're almost done. There it is. Grab your mat. Grab your ball, please. Balance and core. Gotta love it. Sitting right directly on your ball. Lift, get your balance. If you can, add the rotation. And down. Other side. And down. It does get easier with practice. That nervous system efficiency is really quite amazing. As the muscles, the fascia, all the connective tissue learn to communicate with your brain, improving those signals in the brain and throughout the body. Great. Bird dog. Being super careful now, particularly as we are a little more fatigued. We're going to go for that control, that precision, that wonderful feeling of strength and stability, all in one. Levitating on the ball, light and tight. I like to think about lifting my belly up off the ball while I extend my limbs from end to end. Such a great exercise for strengthening the entire length of the spine, the glutes. Even the quads are symmetrically contracting, the calves, so much going on here. Great. Come supine for our ball dead bug. For extra challenge, you can take your arms away from your side, lift them up toward the ceiling, and then control. Control the pelvis using the abdominal muscles, the back muscles, the pelvic floor muscles, and even your respiratory muscles. If this is too much for you, please put your hands back down by your side. But remember, if you can feel right underneath your bra strap, all the way down to pretty much your waistline on the mat, depending upon your build, you're probably a neutral spine. Dead bug. Kind of a half a dead bug. Up we go. Cast your ball gently aside. Butt kicks. Getting everything out of the way. You'll need your mat again. Kick your heels. Kick them up. Kick them up. Kick them up. Kick them up. Add the arms. Pump it up. Pump it up. Pump it up. Hop, hop, hop. Get that heart rate up. This is your last chance. Go for it. My fan is right here. You're doing great. Like running uphill. Great, grab your mats, guys. That was fun. All right, hover plank to side plank. Incorporating that wonderful lengthening. We still have 45 seconds left of this last minute. Let's make the most of it. Go for it. And that rotation, of course, that wonderful dynamic exercise, further challenging our stability by adding that movement, those long levers. So good for you. Watch the position of your neck. Make sure you're not hanging your head. Keep your neck muscles strong. Work on those neck extensions and flexors. There it is. Come back forward, guys. Settle into a child's pose. I'm going to find something a little bit more toned down for music, and we'll cool down. But go ahead and start with your shell stretch. Child's pose, what have you. So from your child's pose, please extend yourself fully on the mat, face first. Separate your feet if your lower back is tight. Just a little bit. You don't have to keep your legs right tight together. Okay. Grab one heel or one foot. Bring it in toward your buttocks down. Make sure your bum doesn't pop up. Keep your hips down and elongate the front of the thigh. I'm going to look down at my mat so that I'm not taxing my neck. Those are those small cervical vertebrae. I'm going to go slowly release, and I'm going to switch to the other side. Getting a good grip on my foot with that very sweaty hand. I grasp my foot and slowly draw it toward my buttocks. And remember, it's ideal if you can touch your heel to your buttocks, but if you can't, it would be a really, really great performance objective. From here, please come on up to all fours. A little black cat stretch. Think Halloween cat. We're going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose. We're going to exhale out the mouth, Pilates style, as we tip the tailbone down underneath and simultaneously draw up the abdominal muscles, creating that beautiful C-curve spine. Hold. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, control it, come back to neutral, and think about lengthening your spine from the crown of your head to your tailbone. We're going to repeat that stretch. Inhale, tip the tailbone down, pull it under. As you draw it under, draw the abdominal muscles up, thinking between the belly button and the pubis. Only then do you let the upper back come into play. Try to control the movement and articulate the spine with your deep, intrinsic core muscles. Great. Come up to both knees, step one leg forward. Kick your foot well advanced before your knee, lunge slightly forward, rock the pelvis under, and hold that stretch. So I'm trying to get a bit of a posterior pelvic tilt. You can place your hands on your gluteal muscle back there. That will help you to tip the pelvis into that posterior tilt if you need that little extra bit of stretch as you lunge forward. It'll also, go ahead and switch sides, it'll also help to hold you steady. Oh yeah, this is a balance challenge. Rock the pelvis under, try to control it with the abdominals and the gluteal muscles. Hold that stretch. For my better fascial stretch, you can reach up and down, finger start. Get that great stretch going. Hold that stretch. When you're ready, come on up to a standing position. Standing hamstring stretch. Extend one leg before you. Sit back into the stretch. Now you're probably already feeling a stretch up the back of the extended leg. I'm going to have you place your hands on your upper thigh. Hold that stretch. And feet together and come up. Extend the other leg forward. Sit back into the stretch. Place your hand on your upper thigh and hinge back further, pushing the buttocks back further as we do in our deadlift. Hold that position, feeling a stretch through the back of the thigh, the back of the knee, perhaps even on the inner thigh a little bit. Step together and pull up. Balance challenge and also gluteal stretch. Knee hug stretch from standing position. Balance and hug your knee up to your chest. Draw the torso in and up tall. Proverbial book on the head. Hold that static balance pose. And down. So challenging our balance, our stability as we stretch that upper hip or the hip of the upper leg. Single leg stance. Great job, everyone. Thank you so much. You want to continue stretching your chest, but I'm going to sign off. Fit program, Coach Fran, over and out for Tuesday Torture.
Thanks.